Well, hey everyone, Skimps Tectonic here, and we're working on this 7-horse Troy today. Replaced the coil on it once before because it wasn't getting a spark. It's the same thing that's happening now. So I went ahead and, I ordered another one, tried changing the plugs and points, same thing. So I figured it was maybe the coil again because of all parts where they come from. I need not say, they're just not made very good anymore. And I just got this one, and here's what it looks like. But we're going to go ahead and take this apart here in the front and change it, see if that's what the problem is. Hopefully it is, because it's not an easy task on these. But with that being said, I'll go ahead and get started. All right, well, I went ahead and removed this bolt, 11 millimeter. Same thing for the tank straps, 11 millimeter. So I should be able to just slide these off, set these off to the side, so we can remove this tank. Just get the tank out of the way because we got to get to this front housing. So this plate that the gas tank sits on will have to come off. So we're going to take that off real quick. I don't feel like getting a adjustable or socket out, so I'm just taking these off with an adjustable wrench. There's 3 up top here. Filming. So now we got that cover removed. It's a 7-horse Kohler, if I didn't already say that. So now we got to remove this cover, and they're all 11 millimeter too. So we can go ahead and get all those taken off. Okay, well now typically there would have been 4 of them 11 millimeters. You got 2 on this side, which I was missing 1 over here, and then you got 2 on this side, and then this should just come right off. And then you just got to kind of finagle it out of there because of this bracket. I mean, you could remove that, but that's a little bit too much, I think. So a few words I'd rather not say on camera later after getting that off. Now here, get your center bolt off your flywheel. And if you have a wheel puller or a flywheel puller, it's probably the best bet. But I haven't had to use one on this, so now we need to remove the nut and pull the flywheel. So now this is a 15/16 center bolt, and I got this wedged in here to stop the flywheel from turning. And once you get that loose, just screw off. Just take this off, and this is your, and I just set this off to the side. And now this flywheel has to come off. This is where your puller will come in handy if you have one, or I'll show you my way, but it's probably not recommended. So I went around, I call it my tuning fork. You want to be careful up here. You don't want to drive it down in there too far, but I just kept turning the wheel and wiggling it, and I got it to break loose. It saved you the time-consuming part, but then this will just slide off. And I already took the time earlier when this thing wasn't getting a spark, because I cleaned this thing on the flywheel here, which is your magneto or whatever they call it. I'm not sure about that. And then here's your coil in here. I'm not sure if you're getting a good shot of this, but there's your coil. And you got one short wire that comes out of it, goes over here to ground, and then you got two of them that go out that way. Mine came with an extra wire this second time. It was kind of, oh, actually it's just a branch off. So, and it comes with some heat protection for the wire that goes through here and by your head. So let's go ahead and remove this. This is just held in by a little clip right here, and then this just slides right off. So with that being said, let me go ahead and instead of filming everything, I'll show you when I get it off. But there's just a little clip in here that just keeps this from moving around. But we're going to go ahead and remove it, and I would show you the process, but the camera kind of gets in the way. So here's the old one. I fished it all out, and you got to fish it up through here. Comes out over there, it goes to your condenser, and then one to your point. Now, I don't know if the other one came with heat tape or not. As you can see, though, it taped it all up. I don't know if that was for the heat, but we're gonna go ahead and set that one off to the side and try to fish this new one in there. Hopefully this is going to work. Now, I went ahead and cleaned all this stuff up. I cleaned these, cleaned this, I cleaned all these contact points, and now this is going to go in here like so. They don't give you a lot of room, and everything fits pretty tight. This stuff is supposed to go around this, through this bracket. Through here. And that clip will come off, but I'm trying not to have to take it off. It's a pain to get it back in there. Did it earlier. I was trying to figure out what was wrong. Keep this heat. Now this should just fit on there. And I think most of your heat is going to be close through here. So. And your coil wire is going to have to go through here. So we'll go ahead and shove both of them through here. We got those. All right, so once you get this down on there where it goes, you can get this little clip on there, which kind of keeps it in from coming off. Trust me, if it's in there so tight, I don't think it's going to come off anyway. So that exposes your contact for your flywheel, and they got this heat tape on this one, and everything goes around here to the side, which I haven't showed you over here yet, but everything connects over there. So I got this section pretty much wrapped up. Let me take you over to the side and show you what's going on. Okay, now I got a newer set of points in here. I didn't change that condenser. It may need to be changed, but you got to get this wire through this rubber, and then this rubber slides in here like so. And then if we get that connected, then you got to go ahead and connect this wire to your points right here. And then one goes to your condenser down here. The one sticking out goes to your condenser. So let me just do that real quick so the camera won't be in my way. Okay, just so you know, instead of taking this screw all the way out, this was a round thing, I cut it with a pair of snips, so it had a fork in it, so I could just slide it up in there and tighten it onto that. And then, of course, on the condensing one down here, I just tightened it on there, so it should be good. This way here, you still got a rubber boot and a seal. And I'll go ahead and put this cap back on. And then we just got to deal with, up top here, we'll have to deal with putting the rubber boot on this. And we'll start putting it back together. Alright, well, I got that all back together, but there's one thing I got to say is I had to take it all back apart because I still wasn't getting a spark. And I don't know if you remember that little clip I was talking about that goes on top of the coil. It holds it down tight to that contact, or the coil fits over that thing, and it's supposed to go down in there all the way. Well, if that isn't down in all the way and that clamp is not holding it down tight, then you won't get no spark. And so I ended up pulling, well, I can't say pulling hair out because I don't have any, but I was driving me crazy what I did, so I ended up tearing it all back apart, and that's what it was. I even changed the points, checked the condenser, tried a new condenser, nothing, and so I just went back to square one, and that was that coil. Nothing wrong with the coil, it just was, I didn't put it in right. So just a tip for you there, that has to be down in there tight, and that little tiny clip's supposed to hold it there, which I had to finagle and bend it to get it to work. But anyways, long story short, she's up and running now. So if you found this helpful, give me some thumbs up and like and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you on the next one. I'm out.